What was that one? Like,
He just screaming into the void.
don't
And then the
scream in-
void screams back.
I'm going to say don't scream into the void. We've seen what happens to Victor.
Someone bought my trade.
What?
Sorry, I was selling some stuff on. I've started playing Leoden a lot again,
Yeah.
and I had some stuff for sale on the market, and someone bought it.
On the German market. Is there currywurst?
There might go to Manchester.
Or if there's currywurst next week when we go to Manchester, you know I'm getting some.
Yeah.
It just makes stuff that's like German market. Ah, yes, we're going to there to have something to eat. We remember what happens when we went to Germany itself and how little you could eat.
Yeah, but this is more like they'll be serving more sausage than anything at the German market.
I want to make a pun here about Manchester and that lot, but
I don't think our user base wants to hear about what Manchester is most known for.
I was about to say, you know, the whole Canal Street district and that lot, but yeah, because of you saying that, and was it Jack and Karis that kept pointing out what? Yeah. Anyway, greetings everyone, welcome back to the Devil Darlings. What is this about Mimic and Simmon?
What?
Allo just, Ranna just having a mad moment. Squint squant. Voice help, it's not me. Actually, that's a good point, because... What? I get it. So, got him passed. So, last time, you all managed to finally get the creepy puppet back in the box to save the island. You all got above ground to try and help sort out the situation with the spirits taking over.
Yes.
I'm sorry, I just got massive pain then because I read I'm more like a spaghetti.
Oh no. Ranna.
It's this quite literally how Jamie feels when I start doing puns during the game.
Yeah. You know how it feels now.
I do. So,
Ranna!
I don't think it's
Promise
Ranna.
it's not me.
I'm gonna say I don't think it's Ranna. Someone else
And
has access
Santa's
to Ranna's
dead ass
sheet.
quiet.
Santa!
Turns out it's Rebecca all this time. Oh wait, Rebecca's not even on roll 20.
Sorry, what's up? I've been coughing for like 24 hours. Hi.
So, you managed to get back onto the top ground. To deal with all these ghosts and spirits, where you basically have attended a meeting with everyone. Basically a load of faces that you'd seen before, some somewhat newish. And the decision had come that everyone's going to try and rally together. There's going to be wards placed outside of each city. Meanwhile, you are to travel up to the top of the mountain. And you're getting some help from that via your dragon friend,
Yeah, we're getting a lift off the dragon.
who did point out a certain interesting thing to Allo before they took off. About Allo's potential heritage. They also know Uylz from ages back, which just goes to show how old this dragon may be. I'm sorry, just give me a moment. Think about the past abilities. I don't have the fat time for it. Right, so that's all it is for this week. We'll see you next week. Fuck.
Ah, yes, Leigh. You finally know the pain.
Oh, I'm used to the puns when it's me making it. I'm not used to it the other way around. Uh, so, I'm ignoring the chat. I'm ignoring the chat. I'm not even looking there until I need to look at rolls. So, no, stop it. I heard the bleep. So, you're all on Tundra at the moment as you're racing up towards the top of the mountain. I swear if that's a pun.
What'll you do, Leigh?
You'll make me a strength save. That's what I'll do. Actually, I want everyone to make me a strength save.
Okay, give me 1 second.
Also, gotta say, while I'm getting strength saves off you all, it's very nice to be back on this background. I missed the Metopia background. It was fun. Oh.
God!
Who did a massive
Cody's
scribble?
flying off.
Who just did a massive scribble that
Most
covered the
likely
screen?
Santa because that is eggplant
How do I
color.
know the drawings? I like the drawings. So,
How is it that Cody has the highest strength, but he's the only one that constantly not strength?
yeah, this is the interesting point now. Because I was going to be like, yeah, so Trickstem failed. Trickstem might need some help. Cody might be able to help with. Oh, no.
It's just like. Ah!
I am going to
Yes,
need to
they
make a
both
couple of other
fallen.
saves. Because technically they would be there with you. Miasma and Una need to make saves too. Still not worried about it from Inferno because she said she was trying to get in and then couldn't get in.
The
Inferno's been devoured by the Cthulhu that is the
internet's
internet.
anywhere because of the weather.
Oh yeah, we're still having the storms.
Yeah.
So,
So she might be able to just message at the moment.
here. Okay, so Uylz and Allo and Miasma are all fine. They're just gripping on, but they're not really struggling. Trickstem and Una, they're struggling a bit. It looks like the grip's slipping.
Then you just see Cody fly past.
Cody just tumbles backwards. Like, the best way to put it is just as Tundra's taking off, you just see Cody just backwards roll down Tundra's back, just off the tail onto the ground. Just.
Oh, Miss Tundra,
Yes.
you lost one.
Which one?
Cody.
Cody, you quite literally see. Hey, the best way. Imagine something trying to come to a screeching halt in midair. This is pretty much what you see the dragon do. She's just
They're
like,
like, yeah!
Beep, 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 beep.
she's just like,
This isn't
just-
how I imagined returning to hell.
you're not falling, you're just on the ground. Like, this quite literally happened during takeoff.
Oh, okay.
I still imagine Cody's just over dramatic panicking.
She's just like flailing her limbs as if she's falling and fell on her back, like, ah. But she'll lower herself down to a point where her tail can reach you for you to climb back on.
Climbs back up.
I should probably have warned you all to get a good grip before doing this. Not used to riding with passengers. So, guess we
It's
could grip.
okay. We'll blame Allo, because apparently she's a dragon and she never told me!
Technically speaking, that was in my head, so I don't know how you know that.
Was that in your head? I thought Tundra said it to you out loud.
It was in there.
Yeah.
She like messaged
Yeah, it
it.
was message.
Oh, then never fucking mind that.
That you're not currently a dream druid.
Wait,
How
no,
dare.
fuck it. I'm telekinetic. Screw you, I'm telepathic. I can hear your thoughts. Fuck you.
Why the fuck are you listening
Yeah,
to
no,
me?
I'm telepathic. I do know.
So basically, the best way to describe this is. Oh god, I just realized how much I'm aging myself by even describing this. So, like with old phones, where if you like had two of the same phone in the house and someone phoned you up. If someone picked up the first phone, it'd be like a one-to-one call, but if someone picked up the second phone, they could listen in on the conversation. That's
Yeah,
essentially what's
because of the
happening here. Uylz has picked up the second phone in the house, and was just silently listening in on the conversation.
I'm gonna. Well, on the bright side, whack.
Ow?
That's for not telling me.
Telling you something that I don't already know. Also looking
That's
at you kind of confused because I don't know what you're talking about.
Also, they just confirmed it then, Dion.
What?
Masks are going to have to be worn again on public transport as well as in shops.
That's fair.
Oh.
Like I said, it gives me a chance to buy that Vmon mask.
I mean, at least I bought that comfy mask from Olsen Towers. Anyway, back to the main story part. So, Uylz and Codi. Not Uylz and Codi, sorry. Codi and Trickstem.
Mhm.
You notice a bit of bickering there going on between Allo and Uylz.
Shut your traps!
Calm down.
Allo just casually sticks tongue out at Codi for shutting trap. Yeah.
I said shut your trap!
It is shut. Yeah.
Uylz is just going to slowly close.
Tundra is just going to say, like, don't make me turn this thing around.
You turn you around? That doesn't sound comfortable.
I mean, turning around is fairly easy.
I mean, I'd have to say the long way around and fly around the mountain to get on the return thing.
Turn around.
Oh god.
Less hungry. Turn around.
Just get us to the mountain that you can get rid of.
Yeah. He was always like this.
I once sang David Bowie while burning down an empire.
I feel so sorry for you, having known him longer.
Macarena.
Actually, I'm just going to have this as well. Trickstem, coordinate me a perception. Because you'll have heard the bickering. I want to see if you heard what the bickering was about.
My long listeners have actually come in use for once.
You're not
both,
sitting on your ears for once.
Yep. You both quite literally heard Uylz mention that Allo might be a dragon.
Codi doesn't particularly care, to be honest. It's like, woo.
So,
She's pretty tall for a dragon.
I mean, she's pretty tall for a kobold.
She's pretty fly for a white guy.
If I was the guy, that would make more sense.
Is this quite literally how the Devil Darkness is going to end with musical references?
Yeah, I mean, it's how it began. It might as well end this way too.
I mean, to be fair, our opening theme is one big musical reference.
Oh god, we haven't done the opening theme for ages.
I know.
Too late. We're already going.
We'll have to do it for the final episode.
Which could
For old
today.
time's sake. With how things are going at the moment, given it's already 8:30. I don't think it's going to be today. So, Tundra picks up speed. She's flying up the mountain. You see the clouds approaching quickly. Anyone that would even have the balls to look over the side would see the cities and the towns down below growing smaller and smaller before vanishing from sight. And now I can't really speak for this because I've never actually gone through a cloud without being in a plane. But
It's water.
yeah, I'd assume that you get soaked.
Yeah, I
It's
imagine it's
cold. You
just
don't
really
get soaked,
high
but it
mist.
is freaking cold.
So yeah, you go through the clouds. A little bit of moisture, but mainly freezing as the temperature keeps getting colder and colder. And it also becomes a little bit hard to breathe, mainly due to how thin the air is up here. I'm gonna want Constitution saves.
Gondo.
Jesus. Uh,
Going to like, I saw the one and I was like, oh no.
Cody, you're fine. Allo, you're fine. Uylz, you're struggling a bit. Like the best way to put it is, if you do, it's like you've run a marathon and you're just like gasping for air. Trickstem, it feels like the entirety of the air in your lungs has just been ripped out from you, and
Great.
you're struggling to replace it.
Just what I wanted.
Over like without the smoke.
I mean, this is the end of the Delver Darlings chapter 1 coming up. I gotta throw some things your way. Can't be all happy sunshine rainbows. So give me a second while I look up something. 50 doors. Thank you. So yes, you could technically hold your breath for that, but given you've had your breath ripped out from you. Oh, okay. Trickstem. I am going to check your sheets quickly for something. And I am dreading this. Uh, what order would you say everyone is on this dragon?
I will have shuffled up to the middle somewhere.
Okay, I'm going to use this as proof. So, hang on.
Allo was just
I need to
gonna
throw this dragon into the background so I can have people sit on this. To back. There we go. So Cody is roughly in the middle.
Mm.
Allo and Jules. Allo's in the front.
Uylz is by Allo, so probably a little bit further up.
So Trickstem, you'd be at the back. I
Yeah.
have instead stolen a piece of the hat rather than Trickstem's icon. There we go.
Trickstem has become the hat.
So Cody, Allo, and Trickstem, given you are all in front of Trickstem, make me perception checks.
Self.
What, sorry?
You said Cody, Allo, and Trickstem, since you were all in front of Trickstem.
That is fair.
Perception.
Yules. Yes, perception. That
I
enough?
didn't want to say anything.
I'm sat on my ears again, apparently.
That is a
You should
fail.
really
That is a
stop
fail.
doing that. It's bad for blood.
No one notices this.
Oh shit.
Trickstem. One
Yep.
hand still on the scales, your other hand at your throat as you start to gasp. And I'm going to roll to see how much further it is towards the top of the mountain. What would this be? How tall is this mountain? Took you roughly a day to get from there to there, but less time flying. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a couple of hours to get to the top of the mountain. So let's roll a 1d120 and see how many minutes have passed by before this started happening. Actually, no, because we did say that you started getting into the clouds. So I'm going to make this a bit fairer. 1d60. An hour has already passed. You're halfway up. "43 minutes are left." Unfortunately, Trickstem, you had 12
Yes.
seconds.
Oh,
Because it's 6 seconds for every point of your constitution modifier.
how lovely.
So, I have forgotten something. Technically, Uylz and, not Uylz, names. Miasma and Una would be behind you. So let's see if any of these two actually spot the issue with Trickstem.
No one does. We get there, he's dead.
I mean, there's a giant chance that if no one passes this perception, Trickstem will fall off the dragon.
And possibly die.
BRB.
Alright,
Mm.
those are bad rolls. And lastly, Jesus. Not
I
even
think
not even Trundra spotted.
I
Wait,
think it's a sign. This.
no, there is one last hope. Is there one last hope? There is one question I need to know now, Trickstem.
Yes.
Is breakfast still in the baby harness or not?
I have no idea.
I don't think you removed her, did you?
I
I didn't
Didn't
hear
I-
anything about it.
didn't I kick out
You kicked out
Uylz.
Uylz so breakfast could get in the baby harness, but nothing was
yeah.
said about leaving her behind as you went up the mountain.
No.
So technically, breakfast also needs to make the con save. So let's see what happens there.
Oh shit. Oh fuck!
Oh
Breakfast is having the same issue as Uylz, with just a shortness of breath. It wasn't a nat 1,
That's good.
which does mean that breakfast will get a perception check. And just about passes. Codi, you feel tiny paws bapping the top of your head. Dion went BRB, didn't she?
Most likely. Yes.
Hmm.
They're muted.
Well, while she's BRB, let me just pull open this. Show to players the map. You would be roughly, at the moment. Do you see the second hole going up towards the roof of the world?
Yep.
That's roughly in the middle of the mountain. You would be between there and the hole just above that.
Hmm.
And yes, there does seem to be quite a few pathways and such down below from what you can make out from the snow. It doesn't seem to be well-traveled roads. But I'm trying to figure out how to do this because, the Codi is BRB.
Well, if you
Okay.
can't get Cody's attention, can you get either mine or yours?
Uylz is back.
Welcome back.
I've pop bapping Cody's head and not getting much of a response. She's just going to push like Cody's head into the back of you, Allo. Just like a thump.
Hmm?
As you look back, you spot Trickstem's lips and skin going blue as they begin to choke.
What are the odds of me getting them in the mirror quickly?
You would have to make an athletics check to try and scale across the dragon, with disadvantage given how fast she is going.
Okay. That was 2 18s.
Jesus. Trickstem, as you
Yep.
feel the vision fading from your sight, and everything begins to just dull and fade. You feel something press against you, and you feel yourself tumble forward. And as vision comes back, you find yourself back in the little hut inside the mirror, and air returns to your lungs.
What's up, bitch?
Oh, hey. I almost died.
So, Trickstem is now in the mirror. Tundra will just look back upon feeling that, like, is everything okay back there?
Trickstem was actually passing out. They're in the mirror now. Allo just wiggles the mirror at Tundra.
Do we need to stop somewhere while you help him out?
No, he should be fine in the mirror. As a matter of fact, I don't know why we didn't just go ahead and put everybody in the mirror that way. You could just carry that instead. Would probably have been faster.
You see how small the mirror is compared to me.
Good point.
I wouldn't have had the best dexterity in keeping hold. If you need to see to your friend, though, because if he has been choking, you may need some medical aid. I do see a shack down below that we can stop off in.
Allo just looks at Uylz. Do you want to go in there and make sure that Trickstem's okay? And I'll just hold the mirror. That way we get up there fastest.
Fran!
Thank you.
Uylz will go into the mirror.
Okay. So,
Trickstem!
Eh.
Alrighty, where's it hurt?
Everywhere.
yep, because pretty much I was reading the suffocation rules. Technically, after those 12 seconds would have passed down, you would have been on 0 hit points. And you wouldn't be able to be stabilized until you could breathe again. I'd say that as soon as you made it into the mirror, the unseen servant would have stabilized you but had no way of healing you.
Alrighty. On a scale of 1 to, oh god, I'm fucking dying, how bad are you?
Probably like tell my family I love them.
Well, I don't know your family, so I can't tell them that.
It's breakfast.
You shouldn't be eating your family for breakfast. Alrighty, let's get this over with. Lay down, please.
Okay, chill.
Nurse, go get me the bone saw.
What the fuck?
Anesthetic.
Mariah, what the fuck are you doing here?
You wish it was Mariah. And
Alright,
Aarakocra
you
just
very
peeks their
much
head
wish it
out.
was anesthetic! Okay, hold on. Uylz is just going to rub his hands together. He is then going to take out a pouch if he's going to take from it just like a little rock. He's then going to throw the rock at Trickstem's face, and he's going to cast Cure Wounds at 6th level.
Okay.
Sorry, 5th level. I'm not wasting my only 6th level spell slot on you, Trickstem. I'm sorry.
Fair. So, roll some heals.
That'll be 27.
So, put yourself to 27 HP, Trickstem.
Alright.
That is what health you are on now.
Alrighty. So, you learned a valuable lesson today.
Breathe.
I guess. I don't really know.
I mean, there's not much of a lesson except for there's not much oxygen on a mountain.
We learned a valuable
That-
lesson. And by we, I mean you.
That sounds like a you problem.
It is because has anyone else done this except for me?
Suffocating? Well, I mean, back in the old days, yeah, I used to take people up, like just pick them up, throw them up into the air, and watch their faces froze, their eyes bulged, and they would gasp for air constantly. But yeah, you're not the only one, though. Don't worry. Don't feel ashamed. You know, you have lungs. You need them to live. I have lungs. I'll just get reincarnated if I die.
Good for you.
Did someone say reincarnate? Let me pull up the list.
Oh god.
So, for those still outside the mirror, you see the mountain getting thinner and thinner towards the top as it slowly begins to peter off to a peak. And Tundra gets closer to the mountain and lands upon a pathway. This is as far as I can take you. The rest of the journey you need to make.
Thank you.
Oddly enough, despite how thin the air is, as soon as you get on the main path, air rushes back into your lungs as normal.
Ugh. That's a rush.
The path is treated for travellers.
That's nice.
We would have advised you to take this if it wasn't for the fact that you needed to get up here as soon as you could.
Yeah, it is kind of urgent.
Good luck with what's about to happen, though. The whole island's counting on you.
We'll do our best. Oh.
Well, the whole island and probably beyond,
Oh, most likely beyond, too.
because spirits tend to be able to, just walk on water or fly above water. They don't need to swim.
They don't need to breathe either, so they could probably just walk under it.
That too, but that seems to take longer.
Yeah.
And after make sure everyone has departed, she will take off and go back down the mountain.
Allo looks at the mirror. How are you guys doing in there?
Alive.
Just hand jets out of the mirror. Whack!
Hand jumps out the mirror.
Climbs out of the mirror.
Do I be mean about this? Do I be mean about this? Yeah, I'm going to be mean about this, given it's coming up to some of the final stuff. Allo, as a hand comes out and whacks you, make me a strength save.
Mm.
Because you
21.
weren't expecting it. Yeah, you managed to
I
keep
mean,
hold of
if it means anything, Uylz has a plus 0 strength.
You keep hold of the mirror.
The moment Uylz's face is out, Ella's gonna headbutt him. Whack.
Make an attack.
Ow!
I think that suffices.
Yeah. Yeah, it's just it counts as an unarmed strike, so it'd just be 1 plus your strength, but just a quick headbutt. As I'd assume at this point Cody would just be looking back at you and being like, actually, that's a good point. I know this has happened before. If you're back, Dion, just a quick reminder that you are on mute. Okay, yes, you still BRB. I know this has happened before. You just need to make sure. So, you roll back out the mirror, Trickstem.
Yeah.
Despite being back out on the mountain, you're having no trouble breathing here on this pathway.
Oh, that's nice.
Uh, you all see a cavern a bit further down the path, heading back into the mountain. The other pathway, like the other direction of pathway, seems to just curl around the top of the mountain. Well, around the outer edge, mounted towards the top. The only other thing you can see from the top at the moment is one of the other lower paths and the shack that you passed by. With its fires already ignited, giving off a nice, warm, cozy glow. Also, I'm sorry, I just saw something on the TV then that just caught me off guard. So by the looks of things, they're doing a new version of Masked Singer here, but it's like a runway thing. And the thing they quite literally just showed off for it is a giant mech with a rabbit piloting it. Either way, which way are you all going?
Well, we need to go up, right?
Yep, it should be noted that even though the air is better here, it's still cold. It's still like very cold.
Gives a snowball to freaking breakfast as they walk. If we're walking.
I mean, you don't have any mounts.
I mean, I do have a mount, but I'd have to activate.
That's a lie, Uylz Trickstem. Onward!
Piss off, I just nearly died.
Piss off, I just wasted a 5th level spell slot trying to save you.
Fair enough.
Oh, I'm gonna miss this when it's done. I am seriously gonna miss this dysfunctional family when it's done.
Oh, it's okay, we'll just be making another one.
Oh, yeah.
That's true. So,
Dun, dun, dun.
you all head to the top of the mountain. And the snow starts to get a bit lighter underfoot as you do. Starts to become more exposed stone. As the pathway gives way to steps.
They're not slick with ice, are they?
No, oddly enough.
Cool. Mad dashing upstairs.
Okay, Allo just dashes on ahead. And you start to notice odd little stone structures to either side of the pathway. Best way to describe it is think like do you know like the little formations of Stonehenge?
Hmm.
Think those kind of things just around.
If this is how I'm noticing it, she's probably going to stop and investigate it.
You can investigate it, but it will involve you getting back onto the snow. Because it will be off the path. Unless you're going to try and investigate it from a distance.
I mean, I can investigate it from a distance.
It will be with disadvantage.
Let's see. $14.
Okay. You keep an eye, you have a distant look at them. And there does seem to be little engravings, but you can't really make out what it's of at the moment. But there definitely does seem to be some function to these.
I'm very sorry that took so long.
It's
Welcome
okay.
back. You missed some shenanigans.
Yeah, to be fair, we thought that you were back, but you forgot that you were muted, so we did that check and you didn't respond, so...
I got dragged into a very kind of drunken conversation with my mother
Ah.
When I went down for a drink, so...
So you missed
Lovely.
Trickstem almost dying.
Oh. Did we save him somehow?
Allo managed to get him in the mirror before he suffocated.
And Breakfast technically pushed you into the back of Allo's head in order
Yeah,
to get attention.
Breakfast was trying to get your attention because you were the next one in line, but given you were a BRB, she had to push you into Allo to get Allo's attention.
I was like zoned out, like.
Which is funny because you're one of the only ones that actually managed to not have any problem breathing.
Just being in the sky for some reason just zens Codi out.
She was still affected by the cloud. It's like, I'm a push in a cloud, I like
water.
clouds. Just goes through. No one told me the cloud was water. So, yeah, that's what you see. Some Stonehenge type of structures to either side of the path. Some kind of engraving on it, but you can't make it out from this distance. But it must serve some kind of purpose.
Well, historically, Stonehenge was a burial site. Well, a funeral site.
I haven't really said anything about teeny tiny Stonehenges. But if that's what you're thinking it is, okay.
I was making jokes.
I mean,
Jokos? What's a joke?
as I said, you could investigate them closer, but it involves getting off the treated pathway, which means you'll be being hit with a full force of the cold, as well as the thin air again.
We're
Otherwise,
not
it's
mentioning the
a
fact that it's snow.
otherwise it's an investigation with disadvantage.
I was about to say deception.
Yeah, an investigation with a deception check.
We're tricking it into telling us what it is.
Like everyone could do that because they'll have caught up to Uylz by now. Not Uylz, Allo by now. Oh, you also saw some shenanigans as well with. As soon as Uylz started getting out the mirror, he slapped Allo, so Allo headbutted him.
Fair.
You just noticed the structures, you can't really see the engravings. Codi. Uylz and Trickstem, you can make me. You see the engravings, but that's about it. You can't really tell much else about them, Trickstem.
Considering how old Uylz is, would Uylz technically get the disadvantage?
He's never been to this part of the mountain. On this mountain, so it would still be with
I lived on a
disadvantage.
different mountain.
Yep.
Okay.
Dragons tend to not share mountains. They visit, but they
No.
tend to not stay.
Well, actually, I lived in a swamp in a mountain. So, but 22 for
Was that with disadvantage?
So, was that with disadvantage? No, I'm done.
We're doing it at a distance. If you want to go out there, feel free.
I mean, that's still because that's with yeah, no, that's still about like 18.
An 18 will do it.
Also, I'm still Allo. Whoopsies.
You see, as you investigate the runes from a distance, some of these seem quite familiar to you, Uylz, just from like your travels and how long you've lived. These seem to be what's keeping this place warm on the streets. Well, on the streets, on the pathway.
Don't touch those.
They also do serve, as Codi out of character pointed out, as markers of the fallen. As graves, essentially.
Don't touch those.
Lie.
Unless you want to die.
I wasn't planning on touching them. I just thought they were neat.
Hmm. Oh, they're the only reason. They're the only reason you haven't suffocated.
Cool.
So at this point, when you see a bit of a trail being dug in the snow to the side of the path, as if something's walking underneath it. Like, best way to describe it is, Joe, like, if a dog sinks into the snow and starts walking through it, you see, like, the pathway being made. It's kind of like that.
Do you want us to roll something to see if we can tell what it is?
No, I just need to know, is one of you leaning forward to investigate this?
I most likely will, yes.
Okay, Allo has played. Two of you have volunteered. Two of you have decided to be tribute.
We're just shoulder to shoulder looking at whatever this is.
Yep, and as you both lean over without going off the path, a giant white object bursts forth.
Oh!
You see Ego scramble to the top of the snow.
Oh, it's an ego sickle.
Ego does not seem to be affected by the cold or by the very thin air up here.
Are you having fun, buddy?
You see it munching on a skeletal arm.
Ooh.
Fair. I'm gonna say you're having fun.
So, as you carry on, you get to the peak of the mountain itself, where it flattens off. And you see those same gravestones are circling the pathway now, all around. And at the very middle of this circular platform, basically, is a sword embedded within the ground itself. A sword that looks quite familiar to those of you that remember seeing the blue wyvern carry it.
Okay.
That's familiar.
Yeah. So wait, there's two of them?
Probably not.
Allo, you would recall that you were told by Tundra that the sword had been returned to the mountain after the previous owner had passed.
Oh yeah. I don't know why I thought there was two of them. That's the same one.
I mean, there's more than just a sword, but yeah, theoretically, the sword, I guess, the important one at the moment.
So what do we do now?
Hello.
What did we come here for?
I'm gonna roll something.
Well, we came here for the sword, but like, this
I think we also
probably a
wanted
guardian or
the
something.
ghosts to come up here.
There is no avalanche.
Yeah,
Are we not at the top of the
mountain?
mountain?
You're at the top of the mountain, but you could still might have caused an avalanche to fall down on everything below.
Oh.
Like whoever's in that hut.
Salty.
Let's go check it out.
So much walking.
So you approach the sword.
I poke it
You poke the sword. And
with
as
no hesitation.
and as you do so, you see its glint in the sun.
I'm gonna try and grab it.
As you reach down to grab it, a spectral hand reaches from the ground and grabs your wrist.
Ah!
Are you pulling back with that ah?
Eh,
I was like, I'm gonna go, no, mine! Grab the
no
handle.
mind to the sword or no mind to your hand?
Both.
You grabbing the handle with the other hand?
Yeah.
As you do so, the other hand will reach out from the ground and also grab the handle.
I'm ambidextrous! I'll grab it with my mouth! No, I'll grab it with my tail.
Why'd you
So I
go
can
to
grab things
Why'd you
with my
go
tail.
to your mouth first?
Well, I mean, the mouth is the next closest thing.
Fair.
Kind of forgot that my tail was an option there for a moment.
And a spirit emerges from the ground.
Yeah, I told you it was guarded.
Yeah, kind of figured it was.
A spirit that looks very much like a words fail, sorry. Looks
English.
like a large male wyvern, blinded in one eye.
Hey,
Yes.
let go!
Do you wish to try and prove yourself worthy of the sword?
If it means fighting, sure.
You're gonna try and bite the ghost?
I will destroy the ghost!
I think we
Keep in
should all
mind that's
take
kind
it
of the
in turns.
reason. That's kind of the reason we're up here. Like,
What reason
Yeah.
are we up here? I forgot.
ghosts destroying everything down below.
Oh yeah, there is ghost destroying everything down below.
I mean, obviously not related to this ghost, but like,
Some ghosts.
yeah.
It pulls its up fully from the ground. It looks to you, Codi, then looks to everyone else. So are you here for the challenge, or are you here for aid?
Probably both from the way Cody sounds. Although, me personally, I think aid's probably better.
You say the undead are swarming the lands below.
Yeah.
The blade can help with this, but there is a price.
No, there's always a price.
Nothing's ever free.
Indeed.
What price?
To take those souls within, a soul must shepherd them.
Shepherd them.
A beacon to lure them within, to be absorbed into the burial grounds.
Mm.
For them to come here, one of you must be sacrificed.
Why?
Wait, that's all we have to do?
Indeed.
Like, it's, it's that easy. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll do it. Fuck, I don't even need my wish from the gods.
Won't you just come back again though?
If I do, I'll just make my wish.
Sure,
I
how
mean, I'm the only one that's not gonna get fucking perma-trapped here, so I mean, got the better end of the deal on my part.
Look at the chat.
So yeah, I could do it.
Uylz does make sense.
He
And
does.
if I come back, I come back.
I guess so.
He's going to look
maybe
to
he'll
you,
be-
Uylz, as the spirit approaches. You would give up your life
Ah.
so willingly.
Let's face it, I've lived a long time. And I've seen a lot of things. And I mean, there's only like a 50-50 that it'll actually end me. There's a good chance that I'll come back, and if not, well, to be quite honest, I'm ready. Like, that's the whole reason I'm doing it, is to break free from their cycle. So, yeah. The answer to that question is yeah, I will.
Very well then. What say the rest of you? Are you willing to accept these terms?
I mean, if that's what he wants, sure.
I feel like this is going to be one of the first times in any campaign where one of the players is quite literally shouting, "Just hurry up and kill me already! I want it. This is what I want."
Well, I'll kind of miss you, Uylz, but if this is what you really want.
I mean, like I said, there's a good chance that I'll probably come back, you know. And besides, I'll always be here in your heart or your kidney. I may have planted a mimic parasite, so one day you're going to become just like me. Have fun!
Before I do this, then, I should warn you. Your death will only happen physically. Spiritually, you will live on as the next guardian. You will not be granted the sweet release of afterlife. Instead, you will be trapped here, waiting for the next person to venture up the mountain. Is this still something you want?
I mean, it's nice, it's cozy, it's isolated.
You could torment
Yeah,
Tundra.
sure. I can very much torment Tundra. And I can cause avalanches whenever I want, so when people down below piss me off, boom! But yeah, no, I mean, look, the likelihood that the gods were actually going to listen to my wish is very slim. So I'd rather at least have a boss that doesn't, boss me around compared to the gods. So yeah, sure. Also, I can finally take a nap. It's been like 300 years since my last good nap.
Very well. If the rest of you have any departing words for your friend here, say them now.
You know, we didn't know get along. That's it.
Oh, good. I was going to say it better not be. Wouldn't be a true goodbye. Anyways, anybody else, or can I just tell you all to piss off and go save the world?
Uylz is going to be gathered up in a freaking hug by Allo.
Ah!
I know you don't like hugs, but I just wanted to give you one.
Okay.
Trickstem? You there, Rebecca?
Yeah.
Trickstem.exe stopped working.
Does Trickstem have any last words for Uylz?
Thank you.
You are very quiet at the moment.
Am I?
A little bit, yeah.
Oh.
Well, I don't know what you're thanking me for, but cool.
You
Keep it
saved my
frosty.
life.
Did I save your life? Look,
Yeah,
I've
More
saved
than
all
once, I
your
think.
lives quite a few times. Yeah. Well, I guess I'm doing it again. But well, good luck in conquering hell. Good luck in whatever you plan on doing, Allo. Probably being a goody two shoe for the rest of your life. And good luck in finding your friend and dealing with your alcoholism.
And with that, he will guide you towards the center where the sword was. And he will raise the blade before just thrusting it forward, plunging it through you, Uylz. Of course, it's immensely painful. Feels like burning. You feel
There's
your
a joke.
life.
There's
You feel your life force just starting to slip. And
I suppose I should probably go out with a joke. Stab me harder, Daddy.
you see confusion on the spirit's face as it fades away to join the rest in the afterlife. Oddly enough, however, you three don't just see. Well, you see Uylz's body just kind of slump as the head just goes forward, still standing as they are pinned to the spots by the sword. And then you see their physical form fade, replaced by spiritual form. Uylz, you open your eyes to find yourself still on the mountain. The sword's still through
I
you.
am the king of the mountain.
Oddly enough, that doesn't feel like pain anymore. You feel like, in your no spiritual form, you could quite literally just walk through this sword and pick it up.
Cool. That's new. Uylz will pick up the sword.
Yep,
Okay. He didn't really tell me how to do any of.
he did not.
No. So everybody stand back a little bit. Uh, Uylz is going to lift the sword above his head.
Yep.
I hope this works. I have the power.
And as you do so, a
I had
beacon
to
of
do a
light
He-Man reference.
emits from the top of the sword.
Oh shit!
It seems to surround this entire gravesite. Interestingly enough, as it does so, you see several spirits pull themselves from the ground around you. Of all different species, in fact. There seems to be a few humans, a few elves, a couple of orcs, some half-orcs, some dragonborn. There's a particularly large minotaur that just pulls himself from the ground.
Oh.
Who was it that met him? Technically, you all have, aside from Uylz. So, Allo, Trickstem, and Codi, roll me a history check.
Involvement. Story.
Yep, 17 will work. 11, not so much.
Codi historically just being really dumb.
24.
The fact that she has, like, the headband of intellect.
You're just seeing a large minotaur. Uylz and not Uylz, Allo and Trickstem, however, you recognize, like, he looks familiar. And then just from like some of the branding and such, you realize this is an ancestor of a minotaur you've already met. This is an ancestor of Zizi.
Oh, it's an old ZZ.
Z. See it.
Interestingly enough, one of the other spirits that pulls themselves from the ground is a Namr.
Ha!
Right.
They just gotta look over you, Cody. Just tilt their head. Yeah, I don't get it either still. All these all these centuries later, I still do not get how I'm
What the fuck? You should be in hell.
That's what I thought. I thought I'd pranked the sword by, accepting its offer and such, and yeah, no, prank was on me. Did Emma just shrugs?
That's unnatural.
That's what we call irony. Also, no, you know what? I'll say it later.
And you all feel a rumble go through the mountain. And I'm not even going to make your roll perceptions for this, it's going to be quite clear. As you just look down and see a wave coming over the mountain from the bottom. Just a translucent white wave. But as it
You
gets
guys
closer,
might want to find cover.
Oh,
yeah, as it gets closer, you do realize it is essentially the spirits.
Uh,
I get the feeling this one's gonna be a doozy.
find cover. Do you want us to roll anything for decent cover?
Depends how you're going to try and get cover.
Is there anything to hide behind up here? If not, then I'm going in the mirror.
I mean, everything else is off the path, so mirror works.
And then mirror it is.
Yep, you all heading in the mirror. Codi and Trickstem.
I assume Miasma's following because Miasma.
Yeah, Miasma and Una, as soon as you mention the mirror, they've already hopped in. They're like, yes.
Yeah, Trickstem will probably go into the mirror as well.
Yep. There is only two beings that stay outside of the mirror as you all head in. As you see Click Clack, who you automatically assume he's not going to be affected by this. He's a mechanical being. He has no soul or spirit. He's going to be fine.
no, he won't, because he does have a soul.
Does he?
Yeah, because we had to switch his soul from one bird to another.
And then from that bird to a wolf.
I thought they were like a voice box thing, like the programming thing that you switched over.
Well, he has that thing where if he dies, he goes into another mechanical creature. That's what the birds had.
Yeah, his soul's on a different Wi-Fi than these ones, though.
I must say it's like a data. I guess on one hand, yes. On the other hand, it could be seen as like a data transfer. At the same
He's
time,
got a robot soul.
at the
It's
same
just on a
time,
different Wi-Fi.
I'm gonna say yeah. In that case, Click Clack would be in there with you, which means that the only other being that stays outside is Ego.
Why is Echo staying out there?
Eat the souls?
Would he be able to eat the souls?
Probably. I've seen him do weirder shit.
Good point.
Well, buddy, I know you're not a normal egg thing, and you know I'm a kobold. So,
Ego is actually going to walk over to you, Uylz, and help you prop that sword up.
I mean, you don't have to do this. You can.
And
Fuck it. I'm not gonna boss around an egg. You're
As
too damn
every-
cute for that.
as every soul begins to pour towards you, Uylz, you feel them all just get absorbed into this platform. Just each of them being absorbed into the mountain itself. As if the mountain was the spiritual gateway to their afterlives. One does stop by the mirror, however, and look into it. Those of you that are out inside the mirror, you see the spirit of a drider just looking in at you.
Good drider or bad drider?
Bad drider, you saw the good drider down below. The good drider's fine. She just tilts her head as she looks down at you all.
Cody's just puffing up in defense.
I mean, let's face it. I'd rather this than whatever you did to that person you dragged into the shadows.
Hey, lady! You either get through the conversation or you get a move on.
He's a plaything now.
She will head towards you, Uylz, as you say that. And just before she can be absorbed into the mountain, one of her legs is caught. You quite literally see Ego slurp her soul up.
See? I told you!
Well,
drider spaghetti.
Thank God I'm on your good side.
I felt like it needed to give that villain a more Carfartic end.
They're like, I told you he could do it!
However, those of
That
you that are still in the mirror, you find yourselves with 3 others in there now.
Wait, who? How did you get in here? This is a private party.
You see, walking towards the entrance of the mirror, the souls of Allo's father, of Petru, and of Oni.
I'm sorry, just Cody's reaction.
Ghosts! Ghost!
Some things never change.
Now listen here, you're dead.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, we're dead. And it's our time to move on.
You can all live in hell with me. Spirits go there too.
No.
I already have somewhere waiting for me. I've been holding off on going there to help you all and guide you all when you needed it. But you don't need me anymore.
I dragged your murder. Hell.
I know, I saw that. Petru, we'll go around everyone. Just give him a hug before leaving the mirror. Oni, I'm assuming we'll just... He'll give everyone a hug or something, but he will definitely scoop up Allo.
Oh yeah, Oni will walk over to Allo, toss her into the air, catch her, hug her. Oni will walk over to Codi.
The ultimate blue ball died before you could fight me.
And then Oni will walk Trickstem.
Look at you. You've grown.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, you're right. But at least pretend if the illusion's there.
Then you
Oh,
walk back over to Cody.
Keep her safe. Both of them. Her, him.
I'll try. Trickstem's allowed to drink again now. Well, kind of.
Damn.
Drink a day.
Well. Keep yourself safe too.
Yeah.
Also, if you conquer hell, well, you've already know what I'm gonna ask you. Kick his ass.
That's the
Bye,
plan.
bitches.
And Oni will go ahead and walk through the
Yeah.
mirror.
and as Oni walks through the mirror, something is left behind for you, Allo.
Oh,
Oni's mask.
a complete form of Oni's mask.
Yep.
Allo will cherish this item, and it will be immediately stowed away somewhere, and no one will ever see it again.
And you are picked up one last time, Allo,
Blech.
as your elven father just hugs you. So I may not have been your actual father, but I raised you the best I could. And look at you now, all grown up. I may have. I've just realised that I gave him the wrong voice then. I may have slipped up a few times in raising you, misgendered a couple of times. Apologies for that.
That's fine.
But you've got a new family now. Like, look at you all.
Mm.
My own
She's
daughter. And
She's
what was that?
family with weapons.
Look at you all. Heroes.
Blech.
Cody doesn't like the H word.
He just kind of tilts his head. Thinks. Legends? Does that work better for you?
Mm.
Master Trickster?
Yes.
Kicker of asses?
Yes.
Oh,
which,
I
which,
cursed.
which do you prefer? Warlords. Oh. Oh.
I think Cody gets their own title.
I spent some time trying to work something out, however.
A prolapser of.
Anus.
I never thought in all my days, yes, it's time for a good last session of Devil Darlings. What topic will come up in today's session? Prolapsed anuses. No one needs to know about rosebuds here. So, with that discussion, also, do not Google that. Do not Google that. Please do not.
No, it's a trap.
Everything's a trap.
He will
Anything's a trap if you think about it hard enough.
he will walk over to the table that is within here, and he will lay a hand on it. You will see etchings quickly just spread over it. Cody, you'd recognize this instantly. He's
Mm.
basically mapped out hell.
Ah! I'm gonna
With
jump
what?
onto the wheel.
Yep, with one place highlighted in particular.
Mm.
I believe this is where he resides.
Yeah.
Consider it my last gift. After all,
Cove looks
My
at him and is like, sorry, I pushed you in the fire.
it's. I was turning at the time. It's fine. You
It
did me a
Holy
favor.
shit! The
Oni-
afterlife has Cheez-Its.
Cheese it?
Well, that's my cue. And he's gonna walk out the mirror.
He says Cheez-Its.
And a little ghostly face will pop through. Oh, I forgot to give you something. You named that armor after me, didn't you?
Made it out of the peacock.
Something's going to be tossed your way.
Oh,
It's going to be an
okay.
extra shard of the material the peacock was made of.
Oh.
This isn't some more of the raw material it was made from. I believe if you research it, you may be able to figure out what created it. Figure out a way to create more.
This is something that I was actually thinking very hard on. Thank you, Petra.
He'll nod. And yeah, Uylz, you quite literally see a tall tiefling, a old withered-looking elf, and a small batfolk just walk towards the glow. Each of them,
Cool.
the bat and the tiefling actually seem to acknowledge Ego and just kind of like motion to him before entering. And then last but not least, the portal remains open as all the rest of the souls are absorbed, bar one.
Mirror!
Rider
Sorry?
spaghetti.
Just Mirix just there, like, ah!
No, Mimic was down in the meeting.
I know. She keeps getting just taken places.
There is
So it wouldn't surprise me if she just showed up somewhere.
Accidentally got washed away by the freaking spirits instead of dying.
Uylz.
Yep.
There is one other person up here with you now. Just watching you. Well, aside from Ego. As Kiwi walks towards you.
Well, hey there.
Hey, I'm sorry. I'm sorry
What are
that
you sorry about?
everything that we put you through, the resurrections, when you just wanted to rest, you always did what we asked of you. Like, even if you didn't like it, you were. She just sighs and just actually hugs you.
Yeah. Okay. Don't expect that.
It's time for you.
He will. I'd hug you back, but I'm having to kind of hold the sword.
She will.
So just imagine that I'm hugging you.
She will actually take the sword off you
Oh,
and then look to you.
okay. You'll hug her.
It's time to grant your wish. You can move on into the
Wait, what?
afterlife. You can be free.
Mm,
You can choose to
no,
incite her if you wish. No?
no. There's no need to. You are the only one that cares, that gives a crap 95% of the time. He's going to take the sword back. You're the only one that really gave a damn about what was going on. I mean, the others gave a damn, but mostly for their own personal agendas, which is how we ended up with how we got a giant fucking demon snake. And yeah. I mean, you're not perfect, Kiwi, but you're a good heart. And I'm an asshole. I'm one hell of a prick. So no.
So
Mostly because if you're not up there, who's gonna give a damn?
so you're choosing to stay on the island?
Ah, At least here on the mountain. I mean, maybe I've grown fond of the island. Maybe just a little bit. But I mean,
If that's the case,
look, I'm the only fucking
go on.
smart person on this island. I'm the only smart person on this island. If I'm gone, it's
In that case, let me do something for you then. If I can't grant you the wish that you wanted, at least let me grant you this. Well, I'm going to grant you two things. But the last one, you'll see for yourself, and she just kind of taps her nose. Well, like the end of her snout. And she's going to hand over a small little relic to you, Uylz. This will allow your soul to travel off the top of the mountain, so that you can be with them as they leave, so that you can say your goodbyes proper.
oh,
AKA, I
oh,
wrote
thank you.
myself into a bit of a wall here, and I don't want you to be left out and just doing nothing in the last session.
I mean, if the last session involves probably 95% of Damadur. But no, Uylz will. Thank you.
She'll nod and smile, and the glow will fade. Everyone in the mirror, you see the glow fade from outside, signaling it is safe to exit. One last soul does quickly escape from the door that Kiwi travelled through to get to here, into the light before it vanishes. Uh, because we've yet again something I'm just quickly course correcting because I figured I wrote myself into a wall with this as well. Technically, I've had 3 Ricketees knocking around. I've had the Ricky Thief that now works for him in the shop. I've had the Ricky Thief that was the good Ricky Thief, and the Ricky Thief that was the original Ricky Thief that was a soul. So the original Ricky Thief is actually getting to move on.
Does this turn Ricky Teeth into Spooky Teeth?
Ricky will never. Dragged away.
Get down in there.
No!
Yes.
I must bring the plague!
Uylz will start beating her with his stick. Get down in there.
Just stuffing the rat folk in the hole.
The worst part is
Uylz will break his stick, take the ghost of his stick, and start beating.
the worst part is this is probably happening in stereo. Because if that door is still there, you're going to be having the spirits Ricky Teeth shouting, "No, I must bring the plague." Actual shop Ricky Teeth being like, "I will also bring the plague."
And keep
I will sell the plague.
like, neither.
Squeaky, close the door. Squeaky, close the door.
Hey.
And not just because I don't want to rush it out and rescuing this one. We don't want old Armour escaping.
Both rats just scream plague.
Plague! And the spirit Ricky Teeth goes, and the light fades.
Just imagine that from the other side of the door. You just have the back end of freaking Ghost Ricky Teeth.
Oh no, like, oh yeah, from that door. I thought you meant from the door that.
No, I'm talking about like going to the afterlife.
I'm sorry. This is one of my favorite things I've now carried over and made Kiwi canon now. That Jamie started. The fact that Kiwi now has a roaming magic shop.
Yeah.
Where all the thieves are now employed, as well as old Omar. Ah yes, an infernal demon in the shape of a human. How best to control him? We're going to lock him in our shop and force him to be to be an employee. Surely no bad will come from this. Either way, so the light fades. It is safe to come out now.
Miss Cody's like, yeah.
Codi exit.
Yeah.
Yep. Codi, as you exit, you see another piece of shell fall off Ego. As one large scaled claw erupts from it.
You okay, buddy?
Just kind
You
of,
got some.
he just kind of itches at himself, but remains in the shell for the rest of it.
You've got a limb now.
Thumbs up. Just like.
He can open doors better now.
You can't imagine all the chaos he can cause.
Imagine all the pranks you guys could.
So, it's at this point where I'm going to ask, and it's going to be a high DC check. Everyone can make me a nature check on Ego finally.
Okay. He loves him no matter what he is.
Codi, Ego is Ego. Trickstem, Ego is Ego. Fuck.
Ha!
Uylz, Ego is Ego. Allo.
Ego.
Ego might.
Ego.
Go on, what were you saying?
No, it's just like to Ranna, just like Ego is Ego.
No, it's just everyone is there going, Ego is Ego. Allo. Ego might be a Tarask.
Oh,
Bit boy.
Allo is immediately intrigued.
And you know that that's not a good thing.
Not a good thing.
Because
For our enemies.
I haven't even said it yet.
I know, but it's like not a good thing for our enemies.
But yes, that is up to you to reveal when you want to.
I suppose it turns into the question then of you going to be strictly keeping that particular Tarask in that particular way, because like we said, behaviors are just suggestions for behaviors. But hey Codi,
What?
I think Echo's one of those big lizard thingies.
A dragon?
No, the other big lizard thingy with no wings.
A
Very
drake?
spiky.
You get to be more specific.
Good point. Trask?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Keith is just there, I've noticed back. Oh.
Just kind of goes, oh, heck yeah.
Hopefully, nature outcomes nature then.
We're gonna destroy everything.
Bye.
Question. If we were to awaken the Trask, would that help with that?
Yeah.
Or make it work?
I don't think anyone's
Sorry,
ever had,
all I heard was Tarask.
I don't think anyone's ever had the balls to try and awaken a Tarask.
Good point.
I mean, I'm already a fucking ghost. What's he gonna do? Let's fucking do it.
You have seen Ego quite literally just devour a soul.
Potato. I win either way. Let's do it.
I could use tongues to see what they think. That's assuming that they actually have anything good to say.
The
Didn't we try to speak to
sword.
Edward and he just refused? Do you want to talk to us, buddy?
I couldn't tell if that was.
Is this egg nodding motion or egg no motion?
Egg shaking motion. Seems like Ego will be more communicative when Ego finally decides to hatch. As
Like-
Ego is at the moment, Ego is not ready to unveil to the world.
Ego's shy.
Wait,
Ego
are you telling us Ego is a fucking Tarrasque with anxiety problems?
Oh my god, that would be so adorable.
Yes, so
Terrifying but
leave
adorable.
him alone.
Ego is a,
He's a fucking Tarrasque with social anxiety.
Ego is a Tarrasque with a flair for the dramatic. He will unveil when he's ready, and when it does, it will be glorious and devastating all at the same time.
Okay. So what are we supposed to do now that we see the ghosts?
Yeah.
That's it.
We
Oh,
get our-
cool.
Do we get our wishes now?
You'll have to go back to the shrine that this all started at. But yes, your wishes are waiting there. We have a boat waiting for you at the docks.
Boat.
A boat.
I mean, if you don't want to be in the boat, you could be in the mirror.
About.
Yeah. But then what if you drop the mirror in the ocean?
I mean,
I don't think water really goes through it.
No, but then I'll be stuck looking at water for the rest of eternity.
I mean, you travelled here
Good
on boat
point.
and it was fine.
That's because back then I had no, fear of death.
Alrighty. Well, Cody, if I can save the world by becoming a dead thing, you can ride a boat to get your wish.
You wanted to die.
Potato, potato. Get on the boat.
So
I
given
just
it,
imagine Uylz.
so given it
I'll
is,
possess you.
given its turn over here at the moment,
Yeah.
and I feel like this is a good place to leave it off, so that next time on the Devil Darlings will be the last episode of Chapter 1 of the Devil Darlings. It also gives me, like a couple of weeks to get this ending planned.
I just thought of something.
Go on.
Uylz isn't stuck in a physical form anymore. Doesn't that mean Uylz could take the shape of past bodies?
I have a plan for that, don't worry. So, we are going to end it there for this week. Next week won't be a game because Manchester, unless lockdowns get even more serious. Please don't get more serious. I want to go to Manchester. I want to go to the German markets.
E.
I want currywurst and I want to hang out with friends in Manchester again. But the week after that will indeed be the Devil Darlings Chapter 1 finale, where you will all
What a
get your
fine alley.
wishes. What, sorry?
Oh, you said fine alley.
Yeah, finale.
Yeah.
Where you will all get your wishes. You will all not so much be the end of these characters' stories, but more the end of this chapter. I know we've discussed this already, and Chapter 2 will most likely be pretty much a new cast of characters aside from Miasma, I think. I think Miasma's coming back. I think everyone else is bringing in new characters, though.
I want to take a break from Cody.
If I recall right, Rebecca's trying to bring in Bobby Bob.
No. Regardless of my morality for my next character, I will literally kill Bobby Bob.
I think that would be quite funny to bring him in for like 5 minutes and he dies.
If you kill Bobby Bob, does that make him Ghosty Bob?
Ghosty Bob will haunt
So do you
your
want
new
the
character.
so do you want the sub race thing where you can make undead versions of characters there, Rebecca?
Wow, that would be quite useful.
Oh no, don't be a hollow one.
But yes, there may be a return to these characters somewhere down the line. given they will need to go face Damadur at some point.
Yeah.
But we will all work that out next time on the Devil Darlings. Expect it to be an emotional one. I'm not even lying about this. I quite literally was thinking about this last night before bed. Like the end of the Devil Darlings, and I was almost tearing up just thinking about it. So, yeah. All I'm saying is, after... It's not next Saturday, it's the Saturday after. After that one, the next time we meet up on Wednesday for the offline game, Dion,
Yeah.
I'm probably going to need several hugs, because it's probably still going to be hitting me. Anyway, bye.
Bye.
Bye.